Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is 4:30 in the morning on this Thursday, Thanksgiving, November 28th, and I am here alone this week to talk about week 12 of the NFL season. Nevertheless, I am Dyante and I would like to welcome everyone watching to the Huts and Hikes. Now, before I jump into the video, I would like for everyone to please consider subscribing to the channel, leaving a like, and commenting below, and maybe sharing with your friends. We do greatly appreciate it. And now, Avery is not here this week. He is traveling to one of the Carolinas, so I'd like to wish him safe travels on this holiday weekend. But I do have some business to attend to, as me and Avery have this contest between each other where last week, if you watched, you saw we picked all the games. And as we pick the games throughout the season, we're going to keep a tally on who's right and who's wrong. We're going to keep a tally of our records. Now, I'm not going to take a lot of time to go through this week's games because I am here by myself, and I ain't going to lie, I'm quite uncomfortable. But I am not one to duck any smoke. I'll just put it out there right now. In our pick selections this week, I lost. So I want to give Avery his rightful win. I want to put it on camera and I want to read the scores of the games and tell y'all who won so that y'all know who we picked and who won the competition between us. Now, getting into the games, we're going to start with the Steelers versus the Browns. In the Snow Bowl, we both picked the Steelers, and it was wrong of us to do that because we should have never bet against Jameis Winston, because that Alabama boy got to play in some snow for the first time in his life, and he was able to beat the Steelers 24-19. We both picked the Steelers. We both took a loss. Now, in the Bucks versus the Giants game, we both called this one. We both picked the Bucks. The Bucks beat the Giants 30-7. We both got a dub for that one. The Kansas City Chiefs beat the Panthers in a nail biter that was 30-27. We both picked the Kansas City Chiefs. We both got a dub for that one. The Commanders surprisingly lost to the Cowboys with their backup quarterback 34-26. We both picked the Commanders. We both took a loss for that one. The Dolphins beat the Patriots 34-15, as they should, and we both called it. We both picked Miami. We both get a dub for that one. Houston surprisingly lost to the Titans 32-27. We both picked Houston. I think Houston has a problem. They need to give the ball to Joe Mixon more. They need to rely on Joe Mixon. Stop relying on their young quarterback so much. Yes, it is a passing league, but the pass has to be set up with the run. They throw the ball when they don't need to. Sometimes they should just run the ball. They have a problem controlling games, and now their quarterback is running out the back of the end zone. They're just throwing the ball at the worst times when they should be playing for field position, playing for time of possession. They're just being coached really poorly right now. This was a game they should not have lost, but the Texans lost to the Titans 32-27, and me and Avery both took an L for that one. Now, Detroit beat the Colts 24-6. We both called it. Detroit won. We both got dubs for that one. Minnesota beat the Bears 30-27 in overtime in a game that was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. I thought Minnesota was going to thrash the Bears. I picked Minnesota. Avery picked Minnesota. But I will say, like I said last week, the Bears are surprising me. And Caleb Williams is getting better, and I think he's going to be a lot better than I thought he was going to be, a lot faster than I thought he was going to be. The Broncos beat the Raiders in a 29-19 game. We both picked Denver. The Raiders are not playing very well right now. Their defense isn't very good right now. So we knew that Denver was going to beat them, and they did. We both got the dub for that one. Now, I must say, this 49ers and Packers game threw me off a little bit, okay? The Packers won this game 38-10. They cracked the 49ers. And I actually think I goaded Avery into picking the Packers because he wanted to pick the 49ers. We recorded on Friday. I think Saturday I found out Brock Purdy wasn't playing. I wanted to change my pick. I wanted to change my pick bad. I just didn't do it. So I got stuck with picking the 49ers. He picked the Packers. He got the dub for that one. This was the first time we picked against each other. And he got the dub for that one. So he's up on me right now. Now the next game. The Seahawks beat the Cardinals 16-6. And I'll never bet on the Cardinals again. I thought the Cardinals were going to come out looking way better off of a bye. I thought they were going to come out looking way better. But I should have picked the team that is coached better. And I know that the Seahawks have a new coach, but I believe in that coach. He was the Ravens coach. He with them now. I believe in that coach. I should have picked the team that was coached better. I should have known that the Seahawks were going to win this game, but I picked the Cardinals. I said last week I don't believe in Kyler Murray, and I picked Kyler Murray. Stupid me. So I took another L on that one. Avery got the dub. He picked the Seahawks. Avery's up on me. Now the Eagles beat the Rams 37-20 on the back of Saquon Barkley. And I must say, I wasn't going to talk about it no more. But you see, I'm a Ravens fan. And there was nothing I wanted in the offseason more than for the Ravens to get Saquon Barkley. Because I know how good he is. I believe Saquon Barkley is the best running back in the NFL. And he has been the best running back in the NFL since he stepped foot in the NFL. And I think he's showing it. I know Derrick Henry has a lot of yards, but he ain't getting them yards the way Saquon's getting them. They look completely different on film. Saquon is so explosive. He's so quick. He's special, man. Derrick is special because of his size. Saquon is special because of his skill. And on the back of Saquon Barkley, I think the Eagles can have quite the run if they just get that man the ball. Just give him the ball. Because Saquon and AJ, it's a deadly duo, man. That's a deadly duo. Yeah. So the Eagles beat the Rams 37-20. Me and Avery, we both picked the Eagles. We both got a dub on that one. And I don't think it needs to be said. The ending score of this game is a lot closer than this game was. The Ravens beat the Chargers 30-23, but this was Ravens football. We pounded the ball down their throat. We weren't a pass first team this game, and I loved watching this game. We beat the life out the Chargers. I think we just felt bad for little brother, and we let him back in the game a little bit. But yeah, the Ravens beat the Chargers 30-23. It was really 30-8, but we'll leave it alone. This was Ravens football, and if we play like this for the rest of the season, we're going to the Super Bowl. I say it right now, like Avery said last week, it's going to be Eagles, Ravens in the Super Bowl. I know the Lions are doing what they doing, but I got to see them beat the Eagles to really believe in them. I think they're a real good team. The Eagles are the proven team, though, so I got to see it. I got to see it to believe it. I do believe it, but I need to see them beat the Eagles. That's all. So, tally for the week. I went 8-5. Avery went 10-3. So he is the champ right now. I'm sure he's somewhere gloating with the belt. But I'll be back next week. And I'm gonna start that right now. Let's talk about the games coming up. We got we got 3 games tomorrow. We got some games tomorrow. I know a couple of these is them. And we're gonna start with Detroit and Chicago. I'm picking Detroit. I'm not even going to say much about it. I'm picking Detroit. Now, the Giants, they're playing without, what's his name, Tommy DeVito. Yeah, so I think Cooper Rush and the Cowboys going to come in here and spank them on Thanksgiving. So give me the Cowboys. Yeah, and we got Miami taking on Green Bay. I'm going to just pick my AFC bias, and I'm going to go with the Dolphins. If Green Bay win, Green Bay win. I'm not mad about it, but I'm going to pick the Dolphins. I think they getting back on track. I'm going to pick the Dolphins. Chiefs, Raiders. I'm going to go ahead and pick the Chiefs. They're saying Isaiah Pacheco's coming back. I'm going to pick the Chiefs. The Raiders not playing well anyway. I'm going to pick the Chiefs. Now we got the Colts and the Patriots. I don't want to pick neither one of these teams. But I'm going to pick the Colts. I'll pick the Colts. Yeah, I'll pick the Colts. Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. I'm a pick with my heart. Because right now the Ravens are the 5th seed. Because the Steelers are number 1 in our division. Or are the Browns number 1 in our division? It's probably the Browns. It don't matter. One of them got to lose. So let's go Bengals. Let's go Bengals. Yeah. Chargers versus Atlanta. Sorry, Avery, but I'm going with the Chargers. Avery's a Falcons fan, for those of you who don't know. We got the Seahawks versus the Jets. The Jets are coming off of a bye, and I still believe in them. I think if they play football the right way, they can beat anybody. But as long as Nathaniel Hackett is their offensive coordinator, I ain't betting on them. Let's go Seahawks. Houston versus Jacksonville. Houston's going to get their stuff together. Jacksonville better not beat them. Let's go Texans. Cardinals versus Minnesota. I just said I'm not voting for the Cardinals no more. I'm not betting on them ever again. I'm not betting on Kyler ever again. So let's go Minnesota. Tennessee versus Washington. Washington gonna get their lick back. Well, Washington gonna get they gonna get their swagger back. They gonna win this week. Let's go Washington. Um, let's go Tampa over the Panthers. Tampa over Carolina. Rams over Saints. Baltimore over Philly. Ravens over Eagles. Super Bowl preview. We gonna win that, John. Cause Lamar don't lose to NFC teams. We gonna stomp the Eagles out, send them back to the NFC. And Buffalo gonna beat the 49ers just cause. It's a down time for them. Fred Warner saying he got a fractured bone in his ankle, but he playing. I don't know. It's Buffalo this week. So yeah, that's my picks. To go through it again, I got Detroit, Dallas, Miami, Kansas City, Indianapolis, Cincinnati, the LA Chargers, the Seahawks, Houston, Minnesota, Washington, Tampa Bay, the Rams, Baltimore, and Buffalo to win this week. When Avery comes through with his picks, I'll write them down. And next week, I'm getting my belt back. I'm getting my belt back. For all those who watched, thank you. I appreciate you. Again, please consider liking, sharing, subscribing. And we'll be back with a full episode next week. I had to just do something quick to keep it consistent. But from us here at the Hudson Heights, appreciate you.